Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast.
The United Kingdom has announced a sweeping new policy to ban social media access for all children under the age of 16. In a televised statement from 10 Downing Street, Prime Minister Keir Starmer described the move as a vital step toward giving children their childhood back. The government stated that the ban is intended to address concerns regarding the safety and mental health of minors. According to an NPR report, the restrictions will extend beyond traditional social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat to include gaming services and live streaming. The technology minister, Liz Kendall, noted that the measures are designed to prevent the grooming of children and other forms of online abuse. While the government notes that 9 out of 10 parents in the UK support the ban, some critics and young people have expressed concerns about the impact on digital community and support systems. Experts suggest the policy reflects the challenges of regulating global tech companies, with some questioning its long-term efficacy.
The European Parliament has officially approved a trade agreement aimed at reducing tariffs on various U.S. imports. The move comes as the European Union works to comply with the deal finalized last year, following pressure from U.S. President Donald Trump, who had set a July 4 deadline for the bloc to implement its side of the bargain. Under the terms of the agreement, the U.S. will limit tariffs on most EU products to 15%. In exchange, the European Union has committed to removing import duties on American industrial goods and improving market access for agricultural products such as pork and dairy. The deal is intended to prevent further escalation in the ongoing trade disputes between Brussels and Washington. During the vote, 440 members of the European Parliament supported the measure, while 151 voted against it and 50 abstained. While the agreement still requires a formal sign-off from member states, officials view this as a formality given that individual governments had already approved the terms during previous negotiations. This report is provided by DW.
According to a report by Xinhua.net, U.S. President Donald Trump announced at the Group of Seven (G7) summit in Evian, France, that the United States could soon reimpose sanctions on Russian oil shipments. Trump explained that the restrictions could return following a peace deal reached with Iran over the weekend, which is expected to open the Strait of Hormuz and allow for increased oil transit, thereby stabilizing global markets. This development follows a temporary U.S. waiver initiated in March that permitted the purchase of stranded Russian crude during Middle East disruptions. Additionally, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky held talks at the summit with Trump and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz to discuss defense cooperation and a path to end the conflict. Zelensky emphasized the importance of U.S.-mediated peace talks before winter. Meanwhile, Canada and the United Kingdom announced new sanctions targeting Russia's shadow fleet and financial actors, while Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov criticized the Western measures as double standards. According to reports from Al Jazeera, a Ukrainian drone detonated after striking a building under construction near Moscow. The incident occurred approximately 4 kilometers away from a major oil plant in the capital's region, raising concerns over the proximity of the strike to critical infrastructure. In response to the wave of aerial activity, Russian authorities stated that their air defense system successfully intercepted and shot down 60 other Ukrainian drones that were reportedly heading toward the capital. No immediate reports of casualties or significant damage to the oil facility were confirmed, but the event underscores the persistent and escalating nature of drone warfare in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The Bank of Japan, BOJ, has raised its benchmark interest rate to 1%,
marking its highest level since 1995. As reported by Al Jazeera, this move signifies a major pivot away from decades of ultra-loose monetary policy that defined Japan's long economic stagnation. The central bank voted 7-1 to implement the quarter-point hike, citing mounting concerns over inflation. According to the BOJ, rising oil prices, fueled by the ongoing U.S.-Israel war on Iran, are permeating business transactions and threatening to push consumer prices well above the 2% stability target. Despite government interventions, such as fuel subsidies and reliance on strategic oil reserves, the BOJ determined that tighter policy was necessary to ensure long-term stability. While the economy has shown recent signs of recovery, including a 2.1% annualized growth in the first quarter of 2026, the bank remains focused on normalizing policy. Economists view this latest hike as a positive step towards sustainable growth, reflecting the central bank's growing confidence in the effectiveness of its shift away from years of negative and near-zero interest rates. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.